Hello everyone and welcome back to Creating with Miss Nancy. So we're outside in the yard and it was a beautiful day, you all. It truly was. I'm just really glad that we have this huge tree in the backyard. That way we could be under the shade, because when I tell you it was hot, it was hot. Basically we're outside, we're painting in nature with the intention of vamping them up, revamping them, and using some white chalk paint, and of course coming in with some antiquing wax, and then achieving that beautiful antique look by herself. Well, you can easily do this, or maybe you want to add a little antiquing stain and you wanted a little vintage aged look. Well, you've come to the right video. You are in the right place, my friend. Painting outside is a lot more fun than painting inside. I'm just saying. Plus, it's always good to have ventilation, proper ventilation. So anyway, we're outside and Miss Nancy is just taking some white chalk paint and she is painting over the entire end table with her white chalk paint. Now, the reason that you use white chalk paint is because number one, it adheres to almost any surface. So of course it is adhering to this wood amazingly. Also, white chalk paint, you get that aged and vintage look easier when you're using white chalk paint. And I do want to say that it also dries really quickly too. I love that. So anyway, she's painting the entire end table, and I do want to say that it took about 3 coats in order to get it to be completely covered and there wasn't any brown, and it was a full cure, 3 coats. And you don't need, so it was awesome and I loved it. So after Miss Nancy painted her end tables white, she went ahead and took a sanding block and just began to sand it. So what the sanding does is that it smooths it out. It really gives it this nice, beautiful, smooth feeling finish. And if you don't believe me, do this, sand it, and then feel it. And you'll think to yourself, wow, this is smooth. She was right. After she is finished sanding the beautiful end tables, you're going to want to, of course, take a cloth, anything you can, and wipe away all of the powder that you're going to get. It's going to become a powdery form of white chalk paint. You're going to want to just move all that out of the way. And now Miss Nancy's coming in with her antiquing wax. She is taking some, putting it on the rag, and now she is just going to proceed to stain this beautiful piece, giving it an aged look. Now, you don't have to be uniform. Remember, aging items are not uniform. A lot of times when you go to the vintage store and you see aged items, you'll see a big splotch of something on this part and a big, scratch over here, and it's amazing. I love the rusticness and the agedness of it. So, you don't have to be uniform. Just have at it in the most wonderful way. I'm not saying be sloppy. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying have fun with it. Have a great time doing it. And you can, of course, observe Miss Nancy's technique here and proceed to do the same. As you could see in the previous clips when Miss Nancy was painting, it was dark. That's because I think it was about, I want to say it was 7:45 to 8 o'clock at night over here where we live. And so I was just kind of out there with the flashlight shining. And she was painting outside. And, well, it got a little bit too dark, of course. So now we had to wait till the next day, and Miss Nancy's outside during the day. How wonderful. And basically, she went ahead and added some more white chalk paint. So she wanted more of the white to come and to show through. So she's adding more white chalk paint. So keep that in mind. If the color's too dark, you can always wet the cloth and then just wipe over it, and you can lighten it. If it's too much brown or too much of a certain color, you can always come in with some white and add streaks of that here and there. And like I said before, it's not about being uniform. You can definitely have fun with it, get creative with it, and add streaks and splotches here and there. Now Miss Nancy is coming in yet again with some more stain to kind of blend it all together, even it out. But if you want more white to show through, then that is completely your prerogative. It is completely up to you. But anyway, she sanded it and it gave it that nice smooth finish. But not only that, it also took away some of the darkness of the color. I don't know if you saw that, but it was really dark, and whenever she sanded it, it took away, it faded the color out, so it wasn't so dark, it was a little bit lighter, or actually a lot lighter, and it just blended everything together. So instead of looking like a piece of furniture that just got stained, and it was purposely stained, now because of the sanding, it blended all of the white and the antiquing stain together, and it gave it this look of, this is how I'm supposed to look. Nobody made me look like this. This is how I look, kind of feel. So it looked really natural, and I love it. This furniture piece, in short, looks like it aged by itself. It wasn't us. Miss Nancy didn't do it. And well, that is it for this beautiful, wonderful masterpiece. This is it. This is how you stain your furniture. You make it, have it a vintage and an antique look. So anyway, you guys, I hope that you enjoyed today's video. And if you did, do not forget to like, to subscribe, and to hit the notification bell. That way you can get notified every single time Miss Nancy comes to you with a brand new DIY compilation video, hacks, tips, tricks, or fun DIYs like this. And of course, the shop with me videos, which I always love. I love showing you guys what's new in the store. And you all do not forget to check out Miss Nancy's brand new Etsy shop. She is loaded with crafting supplies, DIY kits, and art kits. So don't forget to check that out. Everything will be down below. Everything you need to know is down below. Links in the description. But anyway, you guys, happy crafting, happy creating, and you all know it. May your creativity never run out.